Okay, well, here I am at Mugwump Camp, and I decided that I'm going to do a video on what camera equipment I use on my YouTube channel. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to stipulate that I am not an expert in cameras. I am not an expert in videos. But sometimes you just want to hear from someone who's just want to go out and play with it. I'm not trying to make a living off this YouTube channel, but I just wanted the basic stuff and the basic setup, and I think I've got it in what I've got now. So you can actually record great videos on the phone that I'm recording this one on, and if you want steady video shot, you can get a phone gimbal, and they are good. But the problem I found with it, every time I wanted to use it, I had to set the phone in the gimbal, and then I'd realize I didn't have my external microphone on. I'd have to reset it, then I have to rebalance it and do the shot. So it, you know, if you want to do, you're going along and you say, oh, there's a great shot over there, and you've got to do all those things, it just didn't work. That phone that I've got there, I use it to pay everything. I've got the NFC, the nearby funds transfer, and it's also my GPS, everything about it. So I just needed something that was quick and simple to do videos with. And here's the thing that I've got. I've got the GoPro Hero 8, and I had a Hero 7, but I decided to go for the Hero 8, and now in hindsight I probably should have gone for the Hero 9, because the Hero 9 actually has the front facing camera, not the front facing, the front facing screen, so when you're doing selfies you can see what it is. I've actually got to put the actual screen on the top here, and I've actually just broke it because it fell off my bike last night. So it still works, but it's just, I should have probably bought the Hero 9. I have got the media mod on it, and that's got the external shotgun mic, and I actually have glued on the dead cat on there, so it's for a bit of wind resistance. I find that microphone works the best. It really does a great job. I can use an external microphone on that, and I do have a Bluetooth one, I just don't use it too much. I also have the external light. Again, I think I probably bought that in way too advance. I just don't use it too much. But this thing here is tough. You can knock it around, you can do whatever you want with it, and it's strong. It is waterproof without the media mod on it, so if you put the media mod on it, it isn't waterproof. Just remember that. I also have the extendable thing and the extendable tripod, and it also does come with the fold out legs, and I love that part. So if I want a quick shot, I can do it. You just twist it and lock it, and away we go. The bit that I love about this is it's got Hypershot on it, so the video is steady and smooth. I've watched a lot of videos of people, I've watched a lot of YouTube channels where people have $3,000-$4,000 cameras, and the video is just so shaky. It looks like this. I've got the GoPro, and I've got video from my mirrorless camera, and you can just see the difference in it, and I hate that. I can't understand why people do that, spending $4,000 on a camera and then have such shaky, crappy video. The only spot that this does lack in is low light conditions. It will take really grainy videos, but the good part about it is that you can set it to whatever you want in cinematic. You can set your standards. I'm not going to go into it because I just set it on cinematic, and that's the way I leave it. It does take Hypershot, it does take time lapse, it does do slow-mo, so I love it. Quick and simple to use, and it's just brilliant. When I want to take better quality photos, or I want to use, I want to say get some shots of some close-up stuff, I use this Olympus EM10 Mark II. Now I got this second-hand. It cost me $450. It did come with a standard lens. I have now put on a 12-50 wide-angle lens. It also has a macro setting on it, but it's not full macro, so I can take close shots, but not super close shots. Yeah, it does what I need. but it didn't cost a fortune, and that's what I love. The only problem with this camera is that it doesn't have an external microphone. So the little microphones here, I put a little couple of foam pads over the top of it to try and reduce the wind noise. But for a cheap setup, it is quite good. I also have a 40 to 150 zoom lens that I got for my Christmas present. And I haven't done a lot with it yet. I tried to use it this afternoon, but yeah, the birds just wouldn't cooperate. So I will use it, but not a lot. I also have this lens here, which is 25mm prime lens. It has a low aperture rating, and I'm going to try and use that on my nighttime shots, stars and such. Again, I haven't used it a lot, but you know, hopefully. I'm not saying that you should go out and buy these lenses straight away. I might have gone overboard on it. I think I could actually get away with just using this lens here. It does a great job. I also have two drones. Sadly, one is in the repairers now, but I'm hopefully going to get it back in a couple of weeks. That's the DJI Mavic Air 2. If you watch my videos, you see that I crashed it into a tree, and anyway. But that's probably the one I'm going to use for more cinematic shots, and certainly easier to operate when trying to take still photography, and yeah, just great for video photography. I also have the DJI FPV drone. I love flying this. It is really good. It is. I've got the motion controller as well, so great for flying, and the goggles just great for flying in amongst the trees like I did this morning. It's just really hard to take steady video shots and steady photos with it. You've only got to make the one slightest movement with the motion controller, and yeah, it doesn't turn out well. I do like this, and I still will use it, but like I said, for most of my video shots with the drone, it'll be with the DJI Mavic Air 2. So anyway, look, you want to comment on this video, by all means comment on it. If you want to criticize me on it, by all means do so. I'm not going to get into an argument about it. I'm just stating the fact that sometimes people need to know the basics instead of every in and out of what a camera does, because sometimes we just don't understand it. Like I said, you can get away with what we use there for filming this one. A phone with a phone gimbal might be your thing. This setup here is still, even with that setup, it's probably going to cost me, geez, you know, $4 grand, $5 grand. That's a lot of money to spend on it. So if you want to get away with just using your phone, by all means, for a cheap setup, probably the way to go. Anyway, if you like these videos, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.